Was Vanguard Zombies actually that bad? Spoiler alert, no, it wasn't. I know that's a hot take right off the bat, but look, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Opinions are subjective. I am entitled to my opinion just in the same way that you're entitled to yours. Dude, all of my classes are like super scuffed right now. The last time that I worked on any of my classes was when I was on here like grinding for Dark Aether. Right now it says that I need to finish up 5 more weapon classes. However, I know that I'm a lot closer than that because I bounced around a lot in this game. I had a bad habit of like starting a certain weapon class, only doing like 2 of the weapons and then bouncing to another one. So I'm definitely not that far away. We're gonna be playing Duran Fong just to kind of get that like day 1 Vanguard Zombies experience. I actually made a ton of videos on Vanguard Zombies back in the day. I'm sorry, but we're playing a World War II game and I'm literally using a weapon from like 2065. Oh, not to mention that the operator that I'm playing as is Raul Menendez and he's from 2025. Oh no, the weapon that I'm using, oh no, the blueprint that I'm using, it has like a really funky blueprint on it. It looks cool and all, but it's like, it's a single shot, whereas the EM1 is supposed to be like not a single shot. Okay, we're still in round 1. Can I switch it? Oh no, I think it's too late for me to switch it. Oh well, it is what it is. I guess I'll just resort to like buying a weapon out of the box later. I don't know. I really don't want to have to deal with this. I guess we'll go ahead and dive into a harvest objective. Yeah, like I said, since day 1, I've genuinely always enjoyed and loved Vanguard Zombies. From the first time that I booted this game up, I knew that there was gonna be a bunch of people just like bandwagoning and hating on the game for absolutely no reason. Don't get me wrong, like I understand why people dunk on this game and why they dump on the zombies mode in particular. But when you boil it down to like a fundamental gameplay level, it's really not that bad. Why am I lagging so much? Do you guys keep seeing like every time that I shoot a zombie, it like has a 1 in 5 chance of like glitching out and lagging on me? That's really weird. That's honestly never happened to me before while I'm playing this game. So I'm wondering if maybe their servers are a little doo-doo right now. I mean, it makes sense. I'm the first person to use their servers in like 6 months at this point. I guarantee there has not been a single soul that has gotten on Vanguard Zombies ever since Modern Warfare 2 released back in like what, late October, early November? Yeah, for me personally, I mean, when Duran Fong first came out, I played it non-stop. I played it all the way up until Terra Maledicta came out, and then I played that one non-stop, and then once Shinonuma came out, I absolutely fell in love with Shinonuma. And then once the Archon released, you know, it was a decent map. Obviously, it was basically just like the hub world of Terra Maledicta with a different green tint laid over the map. Honestly, I really didn't like that green tint. I wish that they would have just left like the more colorful tint from Terra Maledicta like on the map, because I thought that Terra Maledicta was actually like a beautiful map, but then they put that green tint on it. It was just, that was not it. I always actually really liked these objectives as well. Like, they were pretty unique. You had like the harvest objective where you got to kill the zombies and pick up the rune stones, and then you had like the blitz objective where you just had to survive. I always actually really liked that one because it was the closest that we had to like traditional round base for a while. I love how like all of the PNG files for like the drops in this game are literally the exact same as Cold War. Like, if you look at that drop between like when you first pick it up and it pops up and then like the little thing at the bottom of the screen, it's literally the exact same thing as Cold War. It's pretty cool. If you have a double points active, once you finish an objective, you actually get double the points that you would have otherwise. I always try to utilize that as often as I could because the earlier that you can get points on Vanguard Zombies, the better. I just noticed that my vibration is off for some reason. I hate that. I want my vibration on. There we go. My beautiful vibration is back on. I think it was just because like back in the day when I was grinding camos, I had a tendency to kind of like lean back in my seat, and when I'm leaning back, obviously I have my controller in my lap, and like Vanguard's vibration was really strong sometimes, so I just didn't want the controller there like vibrating my stomach the whole time I was playing. I don't know. Yeah, otherwise the Archon was actually like a really fun map. I mean, the Easter egg was awesome, the boss fight was awesome, and all in all, I mean, the map just flowed together pretty well for the most part. Oh, I think I know why my game is lagging so much. It's because I have a bunch of other things updating right now, and obviously with the way the Vanguard Zombies works, it's like it's entirely reliant on your connection. But yeah, and who could forget about the Altar of Covenant thing? Usually I don't end up buying anything from there. Like, Deadshot could be useful, but I always like immediately upgrade my field upgrade, and then from there I'll go ahead and buy the stuff later on once it's like legendary and epic tier. I'm sorry, but if you ever ran any other field upgrade besides Aether Shroud, you're honestly just playing the game wrong at that point. I'm sure some people probably ran Ring of Fire, which that one's also viable, but I'm sorry. Aether Shroud was absolutely busted in this game. Once you level it up all the way up to like the max level, you literally just have 2 free get out of jail cards like whenever you want. You're stuck in a corner? Oh, okay, just click the button and oh no, I just leveled up my EX1 and that immediately gave me like PTSD flashbacks to trying to grind out weapon levels in this game. For some reason in Call of Duty Vanguard, every single weapon had like 70 levels to it. It was insane. I'm definitely happy about the fact that Modern Warfare 2 kind of reverted that, and now, you know, weapons don't have 70 levels levels. And we also just acknowledge the fact of how nice Vanguard Zombies actually felt on this Modern Warfare engine. Like, don't get me wrong, I really love Cold War, and, you know, Cold War had that traditional Call of Duty, like, arcadey feeling. Like, I'll always say this, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War is the last classic feeling Call of Duty that we are ever going to get outside of possibly remakes and remasters if they end up doing that. Otherwise, we will not get a Call of Duty that feels classic in the same way that Cold War or Black Ops 4 or any of those Call of Duties feel, like, literally ever again. That being said, Vanguard Zombies is just... it feels so good to play. Also, from an art design perspective, I've always adored Vanguard Zombies. I feel like that's the general consensus, though. Like, everybody knows that Vanguard Zombies just looks like just beautiful. Especially this map. Like, you got, like, the red force field around the area, then you got, like, the red dark ether crystals, and then, I don't know. There's something about, like, that dark and snowy aesthetic. I love the snow aesthetic. Maybe it's a bit of nostalgia bias because I grew up in, like, the north. Let me tell you, literally half of our years were spent just in snow. But I don't know, there's something about it, like, whether it's in movies or games, I've always loved that snow aesthetic. That's why I also really like games like Batman Arkham Origins or Mafia 2 or movies like Batman Returns. I know this is definitely not a hot take among the people that have played the game, but it's definitely an unpopular opinion just because, I mean, not as many people have played this game compared to other open world games, but the opening to Mafia 2, like the whole Christmas time section when it's like winter, in terms of like vibes, that is probably like my favorite vibe and like location to be in when it comes to an open world game. Like if somebody sat me down and forced me to pick my favorite open world to simply exist in, I would probably pick Mafia 2. Especially when you consider that I love the Godfather movies and I just love Mafia stories, period. I also just really love that time period that like Mafia 2 and the Godfather take place in. I honestly feel so blessed that my mom wasn't like super strict back in the day about like what things I played or what things I watched. Because now as a grown adult, looking back, I can happily say one of the first movie quotes that truly got like engraved in my brain was, "Someday, and that day may never come, I will call upon you to do a service for me. But until that day, accept this justice as a gift on my daughter's wedding day." I know that wasn't the exact cadence that he said it in, but I was trying to say it as fast as possible. That was killing my throat. Yeah, I finally have enough to pack. You know, I honestly don't want to pack a bunch because this camo honestly does look really sick on this blueprint, but I'll go ahead and do it. Oh, no, I do not want to die. Please get away from me. Oh, that's actually really cool. The camo, like, kind of, like, combined with the blueprint. Come on, y'all can't hate on Vanguard Zombies. I mean, take a look at... I mean, I know it's hard to see in the light here. Oh, no. Take me to the objective. Take me to the objective. I know it's hard to see in the light here, but like, come on, that is genuinely beautiful. Like, combined with it so seamlessly. Woo, here we are. We got another Blitz objective, and we're gonna be stuck here for 2.5 minutes. It's so weird being able to like slide cancel in this game and have like that full set of movement to utilize. I'm so used to Modern Warfare 2 where like when you slide, you're stuck in the slide, you can't slide cancel, and like everything just feels a bit more stiff. Trust me, I'm not complaining. I don't mind. I much prefer Modern Warfare's movement system. I can't stand all the sweaty players that go around like slide cancel and being all crazy and bunny hopping. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm guilty of it to a certain extent. Like, I do run around, I do jump like crazy. But once people start like slide canceling and getting in that real sweaty, like every match is a CDL match mindset, I don't know, I can't stand it. Modern Warfare 2019 and Vanguard's movement systems are so clean. Like, when you're running around and slide canceling, I mean, I'm having a little bit of trouble pulling it off here, but seriously, like, it feels so clean. And just like that, it's time for us to extract. Oh no, I'm not going down. Dude, that objective finished with, I literally had 2 HP. I really regret doing that Vito Corleone impression. My throat is destroyed right now. I literally got a free Nintendo Switch yesterday. I don't know if you guys know about it, but there's like this app called Temu or whatever. The longest time I was looking at it, I was like, dude, that has to be a scam. Lo and behold, I downloaded the app and then they had some special hat trick game thing going on. I literally had to send a link to like 30 different people. Like, I opened it and it kept like putting me into these like slot machine games. It was like, you just need a little bit more energy, and you get energy by like sending your link to other people. And it said I could get upwards of 5 energy per link that I sent to somebody, but that's where they get you. They say upwards of 5 energy, where in reality, they only give you 1 energy. By the time that I finished playing all the little slot machine mini games that they have inside of their app, yeah, I still had to send the link to like 20 plus people. So I spent my entire afternoon yesterday scrolling through my Snapchat, scrolling through my Instagram, scrolling through my Discord, and just sending it to as many people as possible. I mean, granted, I wasn't being like annoying and spammy. I was only sending it to like family and like old people that I used to call my friends. The kind of people where like if I would send it to them, they wouldn't find it weird, and I'd know for a fact that they'd actually try to do it to help me out. You guys know what I mean. There's those people where like you could send them literally anything and they would do anything to help you even though you haven't talked to them in literal years, and then there's the people where you send it to them and they'd be like, dude, WTF, what are you sending me? Obviously, I only sent it to the people that I know were actually gonna help me out, and all of them did, thankfully. Yeah, I spent like my entire afternoon on it, and then last night when I went to bed, I literally only needed 1 more energy, which means that I needed like 1 more person to do it, and I was having so much trouble getting to sleep last night. I was like tossing and turning like, man, is somebody somebody gonna do it? I sent that link to a few people. Are they gonna do it? I was like tossing and topping and what is that even English? I was like tossing and turning and flopping around in my bed. And then like 3:30 rolled around. I was like, dude, screw that. I literally can't sleep. Then I got back on my app, and thankfully one of the people that I sent it to ended up doing it for me. So then I confirmed the order, and yeah, I have a Nintendo Switch on the way, and I didn't have to pay a dime. I was really paranoid, so like I went online, I was like looking through Reddit threads, watching a bunch of YouTube videos, and watching like creators that I trust, and yeah, all of them said that the thing was legit, so that's why I went ahead and did it in the first place, because normally I'm not the type of guy that falls for that stuff where it's like, you could get a free da-da-da, just send this to your friend. Like, most of that stuff is usually scams, but this was the one time where I decided like, hey, let me click on it, and then I did some research, and yeah, it was actually legit, which is pretty cool. By the way, no, none of this is sponsored. But anyways, yeah, to answer the title of this video, no, Vanguard Zombies wasn't actually that bad. In fact, I love Vanguard Zombies. I genuinely adore this game, and if I'm gonna be honest, making this video was just an excuse for me to be able to re-download this game because I've honestly missed Vanguard Zombies, so yeah, I'm probably gonna play this for the rest of the day. I plan to finish up Dark Aether, and then I'm also probably just gonna, I don't know, mess around on multiplayer later or something, because I actually really enjoy the multiplayer in this game. Yeah, if you guys want some more Vanguard content, I mean, let me know. As of right now, on Modern Warfare 2, I'll just be grinding Camo, so, you know, I'll obviously keep making videos on that game, just kind of updating you guys as I progress towards Orion Camo, but otherwise, Vanguard, I'm probably gonna finish up Dark Aether. I don't plan to go for Atomic, but if you guys would want like a multiplayer one-off type of video, I'd definitely be down to do that. Anyway, as always, a shout out to the Patrons and channel members, comments, favorite, Liberty Tab, Big Dynamite, Chiluba, Sorcerer, X, Ray, Sack, Polar, Radio, Webster, Love, Mouse, Bianca, Speaker, George, Passant, Miller, Laskin, Queen, Imagine, Snurman, 515, 71, Aaron Reynolds, Unknown, and Christopher Huerta. Thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing day. Stay beautiful. I love you all. Peace.